So, does he remember the ancient site where it's located? Unless he means this one. Wait, Elbreth? My friend the mechanicist Aroy lives in the citadel in Elbreth, and I could try activating the cat cascade hopper if I can work out how. I could go there next. Professor Miari will want to know what happened to Janiki, but I don't know how she'll take it. Of course, I could also show her the crown. I could go there next. And I still don't have an option to go to Renake? Yeah, I met Amadu. I can't choose it? Unless I'm just supposed to sail. Elbreth, and then the unknown site. I could try the gate on Elbreth. It might be risky, though. I don't know if... Will that take me directly to the Heavens Vaults? I feel like there's too much of the moon, or too much of the moons to explore there, unless it takes me somewhere else. There's also the unknown site. I still really do want to go back to Renaki. But it doesn't seem to be giving me the option. Or the Withering Palace. Could go back to Elbreth. I feel like I'm going in circles. Back and forth, back and forth. But who knows what it will yield. And then once we're at Elbreth, we can decide, well, it really depends on where the gate takes us. I think you should have struggled to override 3's primary user, or would have struggled to override 3's primary user. Thus, a sail would have been impossible. The path turns right shortly, mistress. Ooh, so he's talking about the primary user situation. I want to know more about that. Not that, I mean, if I could change the primary user for 6, then I wouldn't have to worry about Miari. That's word the pigs told Amir. I'm going to try it on the Elbreth gate. But if it works, I don't know what I'll do. We could send a packet, right? Surely you would like to do something interesting. Pig 6. How will Miari take me seriously if I start taking hints from pigs? Okay, either route ahead takes us. Now, if I take the hopper through, will it send me to another location with an additional hopper? At which point, will 6 be able to find me? 6? About the pigs. They can't really tell the future, can they? I am shocked that you would ask me that, mistress. These truly are winding paths. such pretty environments. Where am I at now? Ooh. But look at all these roads or paths. They seem to flow this way, though. He seemed happy down there, didn't he? Not totally happy, but happy enough. Most people I have observed are only momentarily happy. He certainly appeared to be having his moments. Set us down, 6. Elbereth. However far I sail, these alleyways will always be my home. On Iox, they think the future is the past. They think time is a repeating cycle. I wonder if that's any crazier than thinking that pigs can talk. Are we really gonna tell it? Ifari? Ifarali. That must have been the word Mia spoke to the gate. The ancient word for hopper. Set Ifarali. Set Boyaki. Cut Ifar. It works. Maybe it works. But what now? It is asking where you would like to go. I don't want to go to the Heavens Vault yet. Why don't we ask to go to Mercy? Mercy. Silan Ang. Most likely, Mercy has an original name mistress, now lost. Set Boyaki Kat Ifar. Oh, is that the gate speaking? Iox. Iox. Silan Ang. Set Boyaki Kat Ifar. Heaven's Vault? Silan Ang. The gate is ancient. I need an ancient name. Set Boyaki Kat Ifar. I know how to make the gate listen, but I don't know what to say. All the names it knows are ancient, and the only name I know is Elbereth, which isn't much use. I wonder what the boy said to make the gate hopper him away. Some kind of ancient instruction. The place we found him must have been quite exclusive once. Set Boyaki Rafa. Do I have an ancient name? We know that Kibenya lets us inside. Cat kiss Ifarali. Ifarali. Set Ifarali. Set Boyaki Kat Ifar. Ah, but I still can't think of what to say next. Perhaps it can't take me anywhere. Are there any more inscriptions on the gate, 6? Anything that boy might have found, what we've missed? No, mistress. But if the word was a password, it would not have been written beside the lock. Then who might know where it is? Timor? Toppy? Maybe I'll ask Timor. Or maybe some of the townsfolk? This random person? This person. Good faith to you. Yes. Good faith to you. He said he saw it written somewhere. But where? This way, 6. So we need to find the ancient names for places. Because we can read their writing, but we don't know how it was spoken originally. We could try Kibenya again, but Kibenya just let us inside. Aliya! I will wait here, mistress. You look tired. Are you sleeping at night? Of course. The tax collectors from Iox can't pick my pocket if I don't sleep. Is that all? Don't pry, Aliya. I work hard, Aliya, as do we all. Enjoy. You should let me pay for this. On the house? I don't know. He does seem awfully tired. Poor guy. Look, he's even half asleep there. You should let me pay for this. You'll pay me back one day. I feel sure of that. Timur, I'm never going to marry you. You need to stop asking. I know you won't. That's why I ask. You just like to poison my day. It's a safe way to keep in practice. Why do men always have to have someone to chase? You're like cats. I worry for you, Aliya. I know you're all right now on that ship of yours. But one day you'll need a place to be. I want you to be welcome somewhere in this nebula. That's all. I'm not much for drinking. So to sip that drink, could I get knocked out? I don't know. I have something for you. A compass. It does look like it dates from the earliest days of the nebula. Curious enough. Most compasses point to Iox, but this one doesn't. Out there, somewhere. The casing has been carved with characters in ancient script. Ooh, where does it point? This one is a fractured piece from an even longer phrase. And where does he keep getting these? Sail. And do not stop. I'm certain my translation for stop is right now. So the Holy River. Sail. Free or fast? And last time, never. So, fair, death, and wind. Probably free, fast and free. Sail fast and free and never stop. I could still change my mind, but sail fast and free and never stop. This comes from the same place as the book I found here before, I think. This new find should be useful in tracking down where these things originated. This should help us locate the ancient site. Enough evidence collected to search for the ancient site in the waste. Thanks, Timor. You have my gratitude. And good faith to you, Aliya. I was meaning to ask about how the water was going, but I'd better go. See you around, Timor. Sail safe. Come on, Six. It's funny, all this time, Timor has been giving us more artifacts to translate than Toppy. We have also pinpointed one new location, an ancient site. Should we return to the ship now, mistress? We've still more to do here. I might want to see Toppy and Roy again. Just in case. Because they might have more evidence to pinpoint the sites. Do people live here without giving up in despair? How do they live here? I hate it how they always ask questions and start a conversation right when you're about to leave an area. That would make it easier, wouldn't it? But they're too inconsiderate to just die off. Actually, let's take a look at my map. Oh, we do have a dotted line now. I don't have any new ideas about what to do with the Catkiss hopper. Setboyaki Rafa. Kibenya. Yanihua Sale Kataliti. That's what the gate is saying. I always thought it was Aliya saying it the entire time. So Catkiss and Kibenya work. Let's go to Toppy's shop again, just to see. Tell me you do not intend to sell the crown. Of course not, Six. I can't even bear the thought to bring it back to Iox. I just want to ask about the word that Amir could have heard. Aliya, come on in. Talk to Toppy. So, Toppy, how's business? It never booms. Somehow we all get by. Show me an artifact. I found a few items you might be interested in. Oh, yes. Something else. Something else. Maybe the shell necklace. It's a shell necklace dating from the earliest days of the Nebula. Interesting. I have something of similar period, I think. Here we are. What is it? A metal incense burner. And there's an inscribed message on the glass. Well, this one is several words. We have here will never. I will never something here. I'm sure my translation for never is correct now. Metal incense burner. I will never away. Open, separate. I will never leave here. I will never leave here. I'd say that this comes from the same source as the heavily scratched oil burner and the heavily scratched incense burner I found earlier. I've got a lot of leads on the unknown extremely ancient site now. This will make it easier to locate. So, you've seen it? The incense burner for your crude shell necklace? That is the shell necklace that came from the grave of the Emperor, though. But, agree to the trade. You have a deal. I think this looks rather good here. Let's go outside. See you later, Toppy. Look after yourself out there. We have one new artifact to consider. Are you ready to go yet, mistress? Soon, not yet. There still has to be someone that we can speak with. Yes? How is trade today? Bristling. What now? I wanted to ask you a question. Oh, get away from me, you moth. Nice. So there's really no one that can tell me about. And how do the traders function? How are they able to do what they do? The money. They trade others' powerlessness for their own power. I've had enough of this place. Usually we have to strike twice.
There was a sharp, sizzling sound, and a yelp.
Aw, did she electrocute herself? Aliya, what can I do for you? The robot's not giving me any more trouble. You and your robots. You're never happy until you're unwiring them. How's business? I'm not getting any better. Give my regards to Iox, Aliya Elasra. Aw. I really can't speak with her again. No one here knows about the secret word for the Serpent's Palace. Not a one. Because we'd have to know how something was spoken aloud in the ancient language. Because everything is a symbol as opposed to phonetic, there's no way to figure out how it was said. Are you ready to go now, mistress? Let's get out of here. Leave the moon. Stand still, mistress. And so we left the surface of Elbereth. With enough new information to locate a new site. Continue. Yeah, because I want to find the site that's over by Renake. Aboard the Nightingale. We should say it's Iox to tell me all it if we've seen. I'm sure she'll want to see the crown. As I've always said, not yet. Do we have anything with us? Not that we can look at. Time to move on. I will ready the braces, mistress. Yes, here we go. Wait, why is it pointing to the Emperor's garden? It had been lush with plants, waterfalls, and tombs. I've got no reason to go back. Yeah, we still don't have a reason to go there, but if we go to the ancient site, maybe there will be a reason to go back to Renake. Six has remembered something, a lost place of knowledge. We found artifacts, including several documents leading back to the site. The site is old, but what is it? I'll have to scour this area for more evidence to pin the site's exact location. Or I could explore new avenues. Now let's go there. Because if this is where the Empress had memories and a seat of knowledge, sailing to an ancient site in the waste via the Verdant Pass and Silk Pass. That is a good question. When it comes to phonetic languages versus hieroglyphic languages. Oh. He's just saying that we'll need to turn right up ahead. Are these all paths that I've taken before? Yes. So I think he's just going to take us all the way to the end. I could pass things on to 6 and then he'll talk with us along the way. Probably. Let's pass the controls to him. The Silk Pass. Yeah, because that would take us to Renake. But we're going left. We have reached uncharted waters, mistress. Yeah, so going back to the whole hieroglyphs versus phonetic. Yeah, with the hieroglyphic languages, because they're so based on symbology, you don't know what the words actually sounded like when you read them. Realistically, either way works. Actually, the safest way would be to go right. There we go. So I'd like to clear out the entirety of this map. Ooh, there's a number of ruins around here. I bet the central dot will be the site that we're looking for. I believe the ancient site should be somewhere nearby. Let's see. Oh, did we go the wrong way? Maybe I'll be able to loop around to this one. Might I suggest turning right? What would right do? Oh, that would take us this way. Maybe to that one. I'll follow 6's lead there. Ooh, yes. There is a rune up ahead. So the ancient site is somewhere here. And we have a shipwreck. Somewhere, mistress. but I do not know where. A shipwreck. It is a shipwreck from ancient times, mistress. I will investigate, mistress. I found a heavy book, blank except for some algebraic characters. I wonder how long it's been out here. The cover appears to be marked, mistress. Algebra. So math? Mathematics? This is one stained piece. So we have this book. Most of the books actually start with this book. Tells of something. Tells us something story. I can add my translation for story to my dictionary now. A choice and a fair. Probably tells a true story. This book tells a true story. This book tells a true story. I'd say this was made on the site that we're looking for. Oops. So we found that. Ooh. There's another one up there. Maybe if we go right, we'll be able to loop into it. Now it's just us in the water. Oh, that's a cross stream. But where does it even flow? It seemed to have gone directly into the clouds there. It didn't curve evenly into the waters in front of us. Which means we can still... Wait a minute. It loops around, but there's also a spot outside. I see. Every time we find a new artifact, this bubble gets smaller and smaller until we found the right place. So we could go this way. It might loop back into this. Or we could go that way and it would loop out over there. The river to the left appears to be leading to something. And yet it's telling us to go right. An unexplored ruin. Nah, we're going there. You can actually plot courses to individual ruins. A ruin. I would guess it dates from the earliest days of the Nebula, mistress. And what does it have? I recovered a torn map of the rivers. It most likely came from somewhere nearby. It seems to be written on, mistress. This one is a faded fragment from an even longer phrase. Okay, where does it say? Do not. Something home for wind. Oh. Is it going to be point? Something point. Your. I've done something wrong. Okay. So I think the point your is still valid. Or home. I believe you are correct with point, mistress. Point your source, time, and wind. Would it be prow or home? If it's a map, point your prow for home. Does point your prow for home work? Wait, did I miss a word at the beginning? Let me see the translations. Oh, because the first word was a part. We must be near. We are no longer within the search zone. Oh, are these all going to start going back to Rinaki? Oh, but there's something up here. I don't care about the mist turn. There's a ruin. A ruin! And then they repeat the dialogue about the... Let's see, take a few moments. Let's see what he brings back. Found a scrap from a river chart. Just lying out there. And there's something drawn around the surface of a cloud. This one is a blotted piece from an even longer phrase. Okay, so we have when. Or when. Yeah, we have two things for when. When... Well, we know sky. God. When the sky god... When the sky god blesses you or guides you? I think those can't be the glyphs for when after all. Can, should, and time. That means it's may. May the sky god, low vault wind, probably lift you. May the sky god lift you. May the sky god lift you. I think this was made on the exact site we're after. We're on the right track. Yeah, that's gonna go to Rinaki. So we'll have to loop back around to the right. You will need to turn right momentarily, mistress. I think both left and right will eventually merge with these, but right will lead us to another ruin. I like acquiring all the ruins because then you get more opportunities to translate inscriptions that could eventually complete more of the dictionary. And at this point, we have a substantial number of words translated.